So anyway, just in general, basically what I'm saying, or at least what I'm trying to allude to, is the importance of not rushing the journey. Uh, Rushing the journey is just you start to disrespect the process a little bit, right? Oh, I meant to take that mindful walk, but let's travel. Let's go ahead and get something to eat. You got to appreciate the journey, and when you quit, that journey's over with. Whatever happened at the end of that time that you quit, it's not like people gonna go back in the past and try to invest in your past. They're not doing that. They people invest in the future. So whatever you did in the past, that's it. That's a wrap. They're that's over with. So if you quit, people are done with or you're done with the journey, and now people are never going to be able to see your progress, your progression, or they're not going to appreciate it as much because you quit. You're done. What's the point of me investing in what you do or what you say you're going to do when it's over for you? Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. So, select the world. All right, I'm rolling hills intertwined with marshy riverways. I'm kind of a city kid myself, and I'm in a city of trees. It's not that much water here in Atlanta, so we're just gonna pick Newcrest, bro. We're gonna stay. This world does not have any good starter lots for you. I would recommend Willow Creek or Oasis Springs. God dang, bro, this is not really like real life. That's pretty wild. All right, we're gonna go Willow Creek. I can't live in no desert, bro. Shout out to the people in the West Coast, because I know y'all do it. All right, so this is gonna be interesting trying to do gems and gaming with The Sims, considering I never really played this game before, and I don't know how much it relates to the topic, but it's not like every game that I play relates to the topic. There are plenty of things like that, but I'm sure I'll make it work. But this Gems in Gaming, which I told myself and put last week in the last Gems in Gaming called Lock In, I said it was going to be my last one. I was going to be done doing it. I'm not going to do Gems in Gaming anymore. I'm done with it. I'm moving on. Well, talking to people, even though my wife is going to tell me, I've been telling you this forever. They were like, yo, I really like Gems in Gaming. I wish you don't stop. Even if I can't check in, I like that you're talking to the gaming community, trying to encourage and inspire people. And since I do that all day at work anyway, I think it is, it's not a hardship for me to continue going, so I will continue going. So today's Gems in Gaming is about never quitting. Never quitting. All right, so like I said, it's my first time playing The Sims. I got $20,000 on me, and we're just gonna stick with a nice small 1-bedroom, 1-bath crib. We just moving in. I ain't meet Kelly yet, so we just gonna go ahead and just move into the crib. All right, so never quitting is important. All right, so what I do with these Gems in Gaming is just your first time kind of understanding this type of concept. I like to talk about real life as much as possible. And this music's mad loud in my ear. I don't know how loud it is in the stream, but I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it down just slightly. Or it's still gonna be loud for me, but we're just gonna turn it down a little slightly. All right, now bear with me. I haven't played this game in a minute, so I'm a little confused on what's going on, but we're not gonna quit. We're gonna make sure we get this right. But we're gonna pause it because I gotta figure out what's going on here. Never quitting is so important, but it's easier said than done. I know so many people, especially clients of mine, considering that I do career coaching and workforce development, that typically give up when things get tough, or I shouldn't say things get tough, when things are uncomfortable, or when they're not seeing like the immediate results of things that they're doing, right? Like that's fair. I for one am like that all the time. I for one always beat myself up, always wonder, like, man, should I continue doing this gyms and gaming, for example, or should I continue being an entrepreneur and making sure that my business is good? Like, there are a lot of things that I struggle with, being consistent with, only because I'm so afraid of, or I shouldn't say afraid, because that's definitely not the case, but I think I am so concerned with perfection. And I think I think that at least that's the issue for me. I try to get everything right, and I think that's a problem when we try to just be perfectionists. We typically hurt ourselves the most. I'm gonna pause for a second on the lesson and get back to it, because I have no idea like what I'm supposed to do. Do I have a job? Like, or back in the day, there used to be a cell phone. You could just, oh wait, you got your phone with you all the time now. Hey yo, the Sims, y'all kinda making me a fan, bro. Y'all kinda making me a fan. This is pretty crazy. I see why my sister plays this all the time. But anyway, let's try to go ahead and look for work, or register with the Ministry of Labor. I'm so curious what that. We're gonna do that first. Can I be like an entrepreneur or something? Like, let's just go ahead and start this. So, perfection is that typically hurts us up a lot. Hurts us a lot. So I get to register my career. So this is exactly what I did. IRL. I had to register my title, and it looks like they actually are asking me for a legitimate job description. So let's just say what we do on a regular basis. We're going to be a career coach. We help other people kind of figure out their pathway in life. There are 100 things you can do as an entrepreneur. Most of the ones that I meet try to find businesses or industries that typically brings back revenue a lot quicker. They try to stay away from service industry roles like career coaching, or just think of any like blue collar job that you can do where you actually have to offer up your services. So you go from being employed to self-employed, and career coaching is a self-employed thing. Before I moved on to expand to own a business like Pitch Play Co., I started off as a career coaching. So we'll just say, it says enter the job description. We'll just say what we do for Pitch Play Co. Business is a game, and I teach people how to play. Plain and simple. Let's go ahead and register our business with the Ministry of Affairs. I'm assuming if it's just like real life, it's not going to be as easy as starting a career, or having a job, simply because when you have a job, you're typically assigned a position to a team in an organization, and you have goals that you have to achieve, and there's a set salary for you to work. Not everyone has set salaries, but that was the case for me. I worked in tech, and most people that I knew also worked in tech. So a lot of them had roles that they had to do, and it kind of made life easy because you started to become a master of your craft a little bit, which we'll talk about a little bit more in my Explained by a Gamer. And if you're watching this when I upload it to YouTube, go ahead and check out Explained by a Gamer. Life is high school. But for the most part, you become a master of your craft when you have a job. Now, they got a calendar on here too. This is wild, bro. My birthday is the first quarter moon. Just like Fire Emblem, okay? we just gonna let stuff play here. I don't know how I'm supposed to work or what I'm supposed to do or how I meet people. But on my first day living in the Sims world, I don't just want to sit on the. I just don't want to sit on the couch and watch TV. Not yet. I need to go ahead and at least get established, and it doesn't look like I'm going to do that at the crib. So we need to go ahead and figure out our way and how we're going to make this entrepreneurship role work. And that's real life too. And trust me and trust me and trust me. This is what I had to do. So let's go ahead and call an Uber, I suppose. And we're gonna go ahead and travel out and network and meet other people and try to expand our business a little bit. I don't know if this is how this works in The Sims, but we're gonna figure this out. It's always good, especially when you do something new and it's not really defined. It's always good for you to perfect your craft by perfecting yourself. So let's go to the library and just try to develop a little bit. And it's only 8:50. I'm still gonna go ahead and pause it. I don't know if other sim players are like this. They just let the time run out, but that's not me, bro. I gotta figure out exactly what I'm doing. I know a lot of introverts are probably like this too. You're not going outside the house before you got a plan. Extroverts probably can do that. They just go outside and they'll figure out their way. I gotta at least know my surroundings and my settings, then I could be a little bit more extroverted. So I guess I can't go upstairs simply because I can't see it. Or wait. This is The Sims. There are ways to go upstairs. Okay. All right, cool. So we're just going to go ahead and try to start perfecting ourselves, and that's essentially what you do. And since I'm a career coach and I have to get used to working with people, we're just going to go ahead and focus on our charisma. So we're just going to go ahead and develop, which is a lot of the times the case, exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis. I make sure that I am developing myself simply by reading self-help books, listening to mentors or people that inspire me to help build my craft, listening to clients, figure out exactly how their day-to-day goes, figure out what ails them, and if I don't have a solution based off of my personal experience, then I go ahead and just study and try to find different solutions, right? That's the truth. That's the case for what I typically do on a day-to-day basis. I try to get a lot better. Sometimes when you do stuff like this, like I just did, or like I'm doing, you read a book and you try to get a little bit better. That doesn't show immediate results, right? There's no paycheck coming in for trying to develop yourself. There isn't any guarantee that the more you improve yourself, it'll improve your financial situation. So what a lot of people do is they like, yo, you know what, I quit. You can stay the same, stay stagnant at your day job or 9 to 5 or your hobbies, whatever. Not really your hobbies, but you can stay stagnant in something that provides you some type of financial stability, and it will still provide you that financial stability. As an entrepreneur, you typically have to get better. As an athlete, you typically have to get better. There are certain professions that require you to get better, and there are certain roles that doesn't require you to get better whatsoever. One thing I learned, just like I'm upstairs studying and trying to get better and trying to grow, is that just because you're growing doesn't mean that everyone around you is also focused on their own self-development. They're typically either stuck in their ways or stuck in tradition or in the system that they're committed to. This walk is crazy. So what you have to do is meet people where they're at. If you don't understand how your community is working, or if you don't understand how people are dealing with in their day-to-day basis, if you don't understand the community, that self-help stuff goes out the window. I'm trying to tell you. I can develop all I want and I can grow forever. But if I don't take my time to come up from up here and speak to the community, then I'm never going to get better. So uh, let's have a conversation with the librarian down here. The librarian works and sees other people who is trying to study or read or whatever. People typically go to the library for self development or at least get their work done. So let's just have a friendly introduction when my man is downstairs. And I think that's extremely important to understand, or at least to add into your repertoires, to know that your network is your net worth. Never forget that. Your network is your net worth. If you're not investing in the people around you, I think you're going to heavily miss out on how you can benefit them and how they can benefit you. The better people are together, the better the community overall. So it's easy to quit when you don't have anyone in your circle like expecting you to win, right? It's extremely easy to quit. That's why I like communicating with my friends, and that's why I like trying to make sure that I share what I do. That's why I like posting stuff online, because you start to find people that not just respect you, but you start to find people that get invested in your success. And when you focus on those people, it makes it easier for you not to quit. So much easier for you not to quit. Some people don't necessarily look. At first, my man was over here sitting around talking, and he's like, you know what? Let me. They break down their walls, they break down their barriers, and they're more comfortable speaking with you. So now, we're having a conversation. I just went from developing myself, and now I'm trying to get that self-development and help develop the people around me. All right, so that's another thing I'm like learning about not quitting, is there are people who are dependent on you to succeed. And like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I know how hard it is to just like worry about what other people are doing because I'm so focused on myself. But sometimes when you just come down from your mantle and start to think about the people around you, it makes it so much easier for you to develop yourself and continue to go. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that young lady said that she hated me and she called me evil. I'm trying to figure out what I did, but let's go ahead and pause it again. It's all good that I'm having this relationship, and it's good that I'm growing myself, and it's good that I'm growing the people. This child doesn't like me, so we are going to give her a heartfelt compliment, because I'm assuming she's a part of this conversation, and brighten her day. Oh, and they have the order of operations of which I'm a mathematician, guys. Order of operations in which actions I'm taking, so that's cool. I don't know if I am hungry or not. I have no idea. There's no like hunger meter, or is there? I'm really new in this. As you can tell, I haven't played this in a long time, but back in the day it was pretty obvious. You were happy, you were this, you were that. This does not appear to be the case right now. So we'll figure it out. But at the same time, you develop yourself, you develop the people around you. You still have to develop your career, especially as an entrepreneur. You have to take that time and dedicating time to your role. A lot of people just focus on that. They just try to focus and dedicate the time in their role. That's cool. That's cool, but you need a healthy balance in everything that you do. Every single thing that you do. I am trying to figure out exactly how I make money. and that's entrepreneurship anyway. Trying to figure out how you make money. I'm a little confused though, as I'm a little confused um, as to how I do this in my own self-help journey, but we're not going to quit. That's the whole concept of what we're doing today. We are not quitting. So we're just going to go to this place and craft an item. Okay, thank you for telling me that. It's telling me to craft stuff here. Guys, I have not figured this out, but we're gonna figure it out. Now, you can look online, read a ton of books. You'll figure there are plenty of people that would tell you how to make money and teach you how to make money. What I did when I first started being a career coach, I actually found someone that found clients for me, and that made it easier for me to interact with people. You guys will hear this story and probably end up hating it, but what I did was, guys, I am not sure exactly how to make money here, but we're gonna practice writing afterward. Talk to this young lady, and then maybe I should be in the library to try to earn money. Maybe afterwards we'll do something a little bit more realistic. Let's see if we can leave after this. If it's just like the old Sims, I'm assuming I don't have to pay rent, or maybe I do, because I think you did in the old Sims. So after this, we are going to travel a bit. No. After we write, we're going to take a mindful walk. And then we're going to travel. Let's see if we can travel somewhere by ourselves. Not, by ourselves. And let's see if we can travel somewhere and earn some money. But what I did when I started finding clients, I had someone contacting people in order to get me clients. But it was not in a way that, like, I can say I'm super proud of, and it was just the greatest thing of all times. It actually was, how do I say, essentially cold calling. They would reach out to people on LinkedIn and they would say, hey, I'm not a career coach. I mean, I'm not a recruiter, I'm a career coach, but I would love to help you advance in your business, blah, blah, blah. What I might do in the edit, I might show some of the screenshots of how cringy it made me look. But even though it was other people on my LinkedIn messaging people, it was from my LinkedIn. So, ever get that acceptance letter from somebody or a connection request, and then that person is talking to you, and then they send you a message, or they connected with you, and then they send you a message 2 seconds later, and they're like, hey, I would like to sell you something. Yeah, guys, I did that. No, I'm not super proud of it, but it happened, bruh. It happened. That's a part of my journey. That's a part of how I learned. But it did earn me money. I did find clients that were like, yes, I'm with this 100%, but I also had some people understandably be like, dude, stop talking to me, get away from me, you're annoying. Some people have some choice words. I won't get that deep into it. But I'm trying to figure out my way, and that's exactly what you do when you're trying to build your own business, or when you're trying to, I suppose, do anything that you're doing in life. You're trying to figure out your way, and you're just doing whatever it takes to make sure that you're learning and you're developing. I said we were going to travel. Yeah, we're going to find something to eat after, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, when you do that after 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 8 weeks, 2 months, eventually 2 months turning a year, eventually a year turning to multiple years, you start to really get impatient with the process, or at least I'm speaking in general, but this is what happened and what happens to me a lot is I get impatient with the process, and I try to force the results instead of appreciate the journey. So anyway, just in general, basically what I'm saying, or at least what I'm trying to allude to, is the importance of not rushing the journey. Um, Rushing the journey is just you start to disrespect the process a little bit, right? Um, oh, I meant to take that mindful walk, but let's travel. Let's go ahead and get something to eat. You got to appreciate the journey, and when you quit, that journey's over with. Whatever happened at the end of that time that you quit, it's not like people gonna go back in the past and try to invest in your past. They're not doing that. They people invest in the future. So whatever you did in the past, that's it. That's a wrap. They're that's over with. So if you quit, people are done with or you're done with the journey, and now people are never going to be able to see your progress, your progression, or they're not going to appreciate it as much because you quit. You're done. What's the point of me investing in what you do or what you say you're going to do when it's over for you? Because I haven't made any money yet, let's just go back to the crib and make our own food. I'm assuming it's time to eat. I still haven't seen any, I still haven't seen any food or restaurants or anything like that. I'm sure they're out there, but let's just go ahead and eat at the crib. So, trust the journey. Trust the journey. And I don't have any of these ingredients. Yo, that's hilarious. Do I got to do grocery shopping too? Man, oh man. That's crazy. I can't even make a salad. But I can make mac and cheese though. I got all the stuff for mac and cheese, but not a salad. Come on, man. What was I shopping for? But man, oh man. Alright. This is definitely a game you gotta invest in. This is not as simple as it used to be. At least I felt like it was simple. Oh, it looks like these are like optional ingredients. Let's just go ahead and make some vegetable dumplings. I'm assuming I like pay for it after I buy it or whatever, or after I start cooking. That's it. That's so interesting. That'd be dope if you can just like pay for the ingredient in your own crib. Maybe that's the future. That'd be terrible future. You can't just buy ingredients no more individually. So if inflation go up and you buying something today, tomorrow, you better hope that meal costs the same. But anyway, let's just go ahead and do this. And apparently I'm not a good cook. I just hurt myself making vegetable dumplings, but it's all good. Like my sim is doing, he's not a great cook right now, but I guarantee if I continue to do this day in and day out, he will eventually become a good chef. That's life. You have to make sure that you're continuously putting in the work day in, day out, day in, day out. And then when you feel like you want to quit and you feel like you're about to quit, that's probably when you should go harder. I'm doing this Gyms and Gaming once again right now simply because I have to use the restroom. Okay. Simply because I wanted to quit. Of course I did. I told myself I'm done. I'm not going to do this no more. This isn't what an entrepreneur is supposed to do. I'm not supposed to, be this way, or I'm not supposed to play games. I'm supposed to be this particular type of pillar of society, and this is how I'm supposed to act, and this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be like this. Then you start to put a lot of pressure on yourself. A lot of pressure on yourself. I know I did. I know I do. I know I do all the time. Whenever I talk to other people, they always tell me, Tyreek, you have to relax. You're doing a lot more than you probably realize, so just give yourself a little bit of credit. I don't always give myself the credit, and I talk about this with people when I do speaking engagements. I moved on from just career coaching one-on-one. I'm actually able to talk to groups of people, masses of people, and I tell them all the time, I know how awkward it is to give yourself a compliment. I understand that more than anyone. That it's awkward sometimes to be like, I have done a lot. I should give myself a pat on the back. A lot of the times because we relate to. I'm gonna wait for this speech because just in case I like try to use this for a YouTube short, I don't want the image to be me in the restroom. You know what I mean? We're just gonna wait a second. But a lot of the times we relate what we do to money, and um, we don't really enjoy the concept of saying that we got better if no money is showing us that we got better, right? Or at least in the Western society, especially in capitalistic society, that's a lot of how we think. I don't deserve XYZ because I don't have XYZ in my bank account or whatever the case is. So a lot of times we are really hard on ourselves simply because we're taught to be hard on ourselves if we're told that your money is how you have value. Now, this says have science baby as single parent. Come on, man. I can call an adoption agency. I can hire a service, order delivery. We're just gonna test stuff out here because I don't know. Will this service just like maids, repair service. These are hiring service, outdoor costs and stuff like that. Okay, that's interesting. No, that's not what I'm looking for. But anyway, I say what I'm saying to say that it's easy for us to be hard on ourselves. It's harder for us to continue to do the work even if we don't see the result. Right? Like it's easy. I'm now seeing just from playing this game, I have no idea how you make money or earn money. The easiest thing to do is click find a job. I don't know what happens when you click find a job. I'm assuming it will remove my self-employment. It'd be more realistic if it gave me the self. Oh, I can change like the background. Change phone call. No, it'd be more realistic if if you could have a job while starting a business. That's how a lot of entrepreneurs get started. Not everyone goes into the full-time entrepreneurship role. Let's see if that's the case. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that is the case. Wouldn't that be so amazing if you could just pick up a phone and just get a role? That'd be pretty crazy. But what a lot of entrepreneurs do is this right here: be a freelancer. Because if you are a freelancer, you have the ability to do what you do while being self-employed. Be your own boss. All right, let's just read this. I'm still trying to figure out how this works, but be your own boss. Set your own work schedules. Sounds good, right? If you're both self-disciplined and determined, a career as a freelancer might be the right path for you. Multiple trades available to work within. Agencies are standing by to connect with eager clients today. This is essentially the case. Being a freelancer is not super easy. It's not like you'll just wake up tomorrow and get a freelance role, but or would be a freelance writer. Wait, did that take away my own business though? Maybe before we start our own business, because I don't know how this works, but I'm assuming we still have our business because we had to register with the we had to register our business, but I'm not 100% sure how this works. Ah, man. Yeah, this is something that you definitely have to write clickbait art. No, 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 no. How do I go back in time and take this back? See, that's another thing. Um, when you start a business and you have the freedom to decide and you look for gigs, you are at the mercy of whoever, whatever that person is want. You have the option to, you know, you have the option to do what I'm doing, like canceling gigs and stuff like that. But for the most part, you're a lot less. You're a lot less. Let me just say, willing to. You're a lot less willing to do certain things. Um, like a top 10 list, there are things that I would suggest you do to practice your craft, but never things that I would suggest you do that you feel like you're going against your morals, or you have to throw away your humanity or stuff like that. Never ever ever get into that situation. Um, Remember, easier said than done, but a lot of times it takes practice. Doing certain things. It takes practice doing things that you absolutely want to do and love to do. So do the things that you need to do to help you practice doing the things that you want to do and that you love to do. But if you have to give up your morals for it, you're practicing giving up your morals for money. You gotta take that in consideration. Whatever you do, you're practicing doing those things, and you're practicing being that way in order to make a living. Practice not giving up your morality to make a living. And I know, easier said than done. A lot of people will hear that. A lot more people than you would know will hear that and go, "This guy's talking crazy. There's no way. Like, I gotta do what I gotta do, bro." If they tell me, whatever. If they tell me, see, it says career, find job, quit job. Do I have my business or not? Like, is it gone now because I became a freelancer? I am confused how this works. I will look this up later. Um, I'll look this up later, but let's just go ahead and do our freelance job. Oh my God! Unfortunately, I do have to write clickbait articles. I personally wouldn't do it, but we starting off, so I say that I've done a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. I've helped make billionaires more billions. I've done things. I've created AIs with a budget of $0 given to me. Obviously, I had resources and tools because I work for a giant tech company. But the budget for particular projects never get approved unless the vision is shared from leadership. But when it starts working, they definitely will take it and they'll promote it. I see it all the time. All the time. It's happened to me plenty of times. So, um, we got to do what we got to do in order to develop our skills, and that's okay. But when you start doing what you want to do and you want to make sure that you're getting to the level that you believe you can get to, don't quit, man. Don't quit. Just start. We only viewing one day of this particular sim's life. I guess it's my sim. We're only viewing one day of this person's life, and this has been a long day of figuring of not understanding exactly what's doing. Trying one way, trying another way, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. It is what it is too, and that's life. That's life. But what are you gonna do when things get hard? Are you gonna quit? I can turn off the Sims. I can't turn off life. And that's the truth in the case for all of us in all of our lives. We can turn the game off, but the game of life can't turn off, bro. You gotta play it. So master it. Don't quit it. Don't quit it. If you start a YouTube channel like I did, and you started a YouTube series like I did, and you want to quit, and you even tell the world that you're quitting, bruh, come back stronger. Someone was rooting for you to fail, but even more people, believe it or not, that's not voicing that, are rooting for you to succeed. And it's the truth. It's easier to believe that the negative voices that you hear because they're the louder voices, are the masses. But in reality, we're all living the human experience, and if you make it, then I know that I can make it. So I love seeing good people win, and if you're a good person, don't quit, man. If you're an evil person, change. I ain't saying quit, but, just look in the mirror. If you're a good person, don't quit. Don't quit. Just keep going. Just keep going. I don't know. I just think you'd be surprised at what you're capable of. Never quit. I think for the gyms and gaming portion, ironically enough, this was one of the best examples that I think I could have ever done. I normally play games just to play games and talk, but now playing games where art imitates life, it's actually pretty amazing, very entertaining for me at least. So I think I'll continue to do something similar like that, similar like this. I think, I need to be consistent, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna 100% commit to The Sims. I mean, this is fun and all. It is very slow paced, extremely slow paced, and I'm more of a faster paced game player. This person is tense for some reason, bro. Can you talk to people while working? Yeah, well, let's figure this out. But for the gyms and gaming folks, and since I'm gonna edit this, I'm not going to have this be longer than need be. So for those watching as gyms and gaming, man, y'all take it easy and God bless.